And this is my video book review of The Sonic Boom by Joel Beckerman. The Sonic Boom is a comprehensive and informative look at the intricate design of sound and how it can influence the way we think, feel, and make purchasing decisions. By drawing from several successful techniques that were used to enhance a product through sound, Beckerman is able to easily explain the influence of sound and how different companies have used it as a marketing strategy in order to influence their customers. For example, the restaurant Chili's was able to capture a large portion of the market share by focusing on one key element when they advertised their various types of fajitas. While other restaurants that served the same dish focused on the food itself, Chili's exploited the one sense that marketers often neglect, which is sound. The crackle and sizzle of the meat as it seared against the hot pan instantly forced customers to turn their attention to the dish, which in turn heightened their other senses and triggered a desire to partake in the signature dish. Another prime example of a company exploiting the dynamic of sound are the choices made by the Disney Corporation in regards to their popular Tower of Terror ride in both Disney parks in Florida and California, as well as Tokyo. While the two signature parks in the United States focused on using sound bites such as the crackling and snapping of wires and cables to indicate to the rider that you are about to take a plunge, Tokyo Disney decided to go in the opposite direction and completely eliminated sound from the ride experience. Therefore, there are no crackling wires and cables, but complete silence, which is equally, if not more, terrifying. So in this case, all three Disney parks utilize the power of sound in different ways in order to enhance the rider's experience and both increase and decrease the amount of anxiety that the rider faced overall. Personally, I completely agree with the thoughts, ideas, and concepts that Joel Beckerman was trying to convey to the reader in his book, The Sonic Boom. Not only can sound influence a potential customer's purchasing decisions, it also has the unique ability to influence and change human behavior on a personal level as well. Dale Carnegie, author of the best-selling book, How to Win Friends and Influence People, determined that the sweetest sound that a man or woman can hear is the sound of their own name. Therefore, since most people are not practicing the art of active listening and are only waiting until it is their turn to talk, if the entire conversation revolves around them, you are more likely to receive a positive outcome that will most likely be in your favor. This tactic is not accomplished by utilizing any of the five senses other than the sense of sound. Similar to the crackling of sizzling fajitas against the pan, a mental check in the box is triggered in the back of your mind, and the conversation at hand automatically piques your interest because it talks directly about you. Not only do I completely agree with Beckerman's points that he so mercifully drove home in his book, I have experienced the power of sound in marketing myself. Case in point, there are several restaurants in and around where I live in Austin, Texas that serve Mexican and Tex-Mex cuisine. The restaurants range from both mom and pop to corporation and franchise giants. Even though they are all equal for the most part in regards to cost and food quality, myself and my family have frequently ate at the same hole-in-the-wall establishment, which is considerably further than the rest since I have lived here. Originally, I put no thought into this and determined that they just had good food. But after reading The Sonic Boom and conducting a little bit of research, I determined that my decision to continue dining at this location was mainly due to the atmosphere overall, which is highly influenced by the restaurant's utilization of sound. For example, like most restaurants, there is a bar within the establishment. However, the only link to the restaurant from the bar is a small window in which the waiters are able to get drinks for anyone that serves them in the restaurant area. This elimination of typical bar music prevents a distraction while we are enjoying our dinner and promotes more of a family-friendly based atmosphere. Of course, it also helps that instead of music that is typical of a traditional Mexican restaurant, such as mariachi, it is not pushed on the customer, but rather easy listening is played over the speakers, just high enough to cut through the sonic trash that is permeating throughout the restaurant, which is caused by the sounds of the cooking and preparing of the various foods they are serving. By utilizing the power of both sound and silence, I can already see why this restaurant has become such a success. Overall, the book was both educational and enjoyable, and it has taught me valuable lessons in regards to the use and power of sound in marketing.